but was waiting until Rick was over here and everything, doing it yesterday, and he was already working. I'm sure that's not the way you would have preferred to have it go down. Or...
Well, look, there's never a good time for that, never. But look, that's a coming to those conclusions, those decisions. That's a process that I need to get through. It just took a little time.
Are varying opinions and dissent within the personnel department, is that a good thing? Something that you like to foster? And
yeah, look, if we're all thinking alike, there's not much thinking going on.
Were Josh and Ryan, were they both free to go with their contracts, or did you sort of let them go to
No, they were both under contract.
Okay, so they sort of had your blessing to go and take.
We're in favor of our people getting opportunities. Again, I'll repeat myself. I knew, years ago that Ryan Pace was going to be a general manager. He was going to have that opportunity. He was very patient. He's had opportunities to interview in the past. He's turned some of those down. But this one felt right for him, and man, I'm excited for him. I'm excited for him, and it's an opportunity for Josh to move up. And look, that just tells me we're hiring the right people. We've got the right people in our building, and we've got some behind them that are going to be just as good. So I'm excited for those guys.
And what's the biggest challenge with now when you add up all the different moves with them gone and Rick gone and Jeff? I mean, what's the biggest challenge at the, I don't know if it's a late stage, but
yeah. Well, I don't really feel like it's a late stage. I do think this. Hey, we got to quickly get on the same page. We got to quickly, identify what our off-season plan is here, and get to work on it. Right?
Can we ask you a basketball question?
I'm here.
Mickey, as of a couple weeks ago, you had not talked with Junior Gillette. Have you talked to him since when you last time?
I haven't spoken with Junior, no.
Talked to Ryan since he left? Has he checked in?
Ryan Pace? Yeah, more than a few times.
What's it like? I mean, watching before he's been there too.
Well, first of all, it's if anybody has a son who's graduated from high school or college, you know how excited and proud you are, and yet he's not your kid anymore, right? So it's a little bit of that feeling. But look, I know that feeling of being overwhelmed right at first, but man, he's handled it well. He's made a lot of great decisions already. He did a great job in his press conference. And so, look, I'm just proud of him, and we talked a little bit. We'll see about personal things and how he's doing, and a few questions here and there. So he's going to do well.
At what point do you reach out to some veterans about contract negotiations or renegotiations or salary cap?
Yeah, that's all part of our off-season plan, and that's what we're in the midst of determining.
Mickey, this might be a weird question, but when you bring in the new guy, is there a learning curve in terms of like your scouting language and fill out your reports?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. There's a learning curve, right? Because Jeff has done things differently than the way we've done it, and so we've got to meld those two together and understand exactly. Look, we're all coming to the same conclusions, or we're trying to get to the same conclusions, but the process may be a little different, the language may be a little different, the emphasis on certain things may be a little different. So it'll take a little time to get on point with that. But he's the guy that's got to get on point with what the information that we've collected and gathered, and he'll do that quickly.
Has anyone been acting in sort of an overseer role since Ryan left on the college compiling?
Yeah, well, I think our department's pretty self-sufficient. I would say Terry Fontenot has done a great job of keeping the group together and going the same direction. He's very talented evaluator, and he's got great people skills, and he's another guy that's going to be general manager in our league.
Yeah, is he in line
sooner rather than later?
Possible promotion or anything?
Do these type of moves, have you noticed, do they help like reinvigorate the entire department and kind of breathe new life?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it does, and it will. Yes, absolutely. I think when you get some new ideas and you get some fresh looks at things, and maybe we get a little, sometimes we get a little too comfortable. That includes me, and so. There's nothing wrong with being a little uncomfortable, right? So I think the answer to your question is it definitely reinvigorates us.